Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Once again, I'm Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Today I want to talk about this article I came across. Israel hacked Kaspersky, then tipped the NSA that its tools have been breached. So the NSA tool has definitely been breached a long time ago, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So Kaspersky is basically the number one antivirus. I believe it is the number one best antivirus out of all of them. Recently, the NSA has stopped using them. Best Buy has pulled it from their shelves and is no longer using it because they say it is a front for Russia spy agencies, which it could be. Let's face it, if you're in Russia and if you don't comply, it seems like you get your face kicked in. So let's get into this because this reeks to high heaven. This just stinks so bad. Okay, in 2015, the Israeli government hackers saw something suspicious in the computers of a Moscow-based cybersecurity firm hacking tools that could only have come from the NSA. So, Vault 7 already released tools that the NSA had given to the Equation Group. The Equation Group is basically hackers that the NSA uses every now and then, and it's already out there. The NSA makes hacking tools, the NSA hacks people. Kaspersky is there to make sure that your computer doesn't get hacked. So it finds these things and they keep it. They open them up and they figure out how to use them. So basically what could have happened here is the USA, maybe the NSA themselves, maybe the Equation Group themselves, had some tools lost to them. They used them, they got identified, they got picked up, and Kaspersky Lab had them. That's how this digital warfare stuff goes. It's not that they hack in to NSA and they pick these things out and they go with it. They use these tools all the time to get information. And it seems to me like Kaspersky was just doing their job by identifying this stuff, by grabbing this stuff. And I definitely don't trust the Washington Post to give fair and unbiased news. Let's face it, news places these days, there is a lot of fake news. There's a lot of places that are just interested in selling news. Anyways, Israeli spies have found the hacking materials on the network of Kaspersky Labs, the global antivirus firm under the spotlight of the United States, being because of the suspicion that the products facilitated Russian espionage. Last night, the Department of Homeland Security instructed federal civilian agencies to identify Kaspersky Lab software on their network and remove it on the grounds that it was the risk of the Russian government. You know, let me get to the good part. Let me get to the good part. They found out how these tools got there, how they got these tools. The NSA declined to comment on the Israeli discovery, which they first reported in New York Times. So they found out where it came from. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. So basically, 2004 computer on his home computer. Okay, so in 2015, the case investigators at the NSA examined how the Russians obtained the material. Eventually narrowed the search down to, get this, to an employee in the agent's elite tailored access operation division, which compromises hackers who collect intelligence about foreign targets. The employee was using Kaspersky antivirus software on his home computer, according to the people familiar with this matter. Okay, so they got this information because someone in the NSA was using his home computer. What the heck was this guy doing on his home computer that attached him to the NSA stuff? Did he have his hacking tools on this home computer? Did he use passwords to log in to the NSA with his home computer? This is supremely stupid, and I can't see how this guy still has a job if he does. If you are in any kind of security and you're remoting into your head office, you do not use your home computer, period. You use something that the NSA gives you. You use something that work gives you. But it is supremely stupid It is supremely stupid to use your home computer for stuff like this. It's unbelievable, and I'd like to know how they think that this information got from that computer to those guys. If this guy was stupid enough to be using this kind of software on his home computer, who says he wasn't using it maybe to hack some people for his own personal gain? Who's to say he hadn't spread this tool around the internet already for his own personal matter? So we had some police in the United States getting the right to search background on people that they know, and they're supposed to use it for finding bad guys. Well, let's face it, we know that they used it, and it's been proven. We know this is general information that these police have used it for their own personal reasons to look at people personally. And I believe that this is what has happened here. But since every computer guy must be a frickin' wizard or something, everyone just believes exactly what the news feeds to them. And the news people, I'm starting to think the news people don't even know what's going on. They just take what's told to them and they go with it. But espionage, collecting information on people, that's the mainstay today. And that's not, I hate using this word, conspiracy theory. It's just what is going on. WikiLeaks taught us. We know this, that the NSA is collecting information on everyone. This is just the way things are these days. Look at this other thing. You know, Google is nerfing all home minis because mine spied on me. Everything I said 24/7. This is just the way things are these days. And a lot of people are like, oh no, this is conspiracy theory. Okay. When I first got my iPod, a little while after that, I think iPhone 3 was still out. We found out that Android and Apple were monitoring your location at any given time and saving it on your computer. And they gave it tools so that we could see how this was happening and we could see where people were. Just and the thing that gets me is everyone says, Nevin, you're just a conspiracy theorist. This stuff doesn't happen. No, it's not that this stuff doesn't happen. It's that at the end of the day, you're too exhausted from all the work you've done to open your eyes and look around and see what's actually going on. There's a lot of rules that are being broken, like Project Five Eyes. People are like, oh, that's conspiracy theory. He said a word that sounds like conspiracy theory. Really, look up Project Five Eyes. Look up this stuff because we're getting watched. Do we have to worry? Probably not. Should we be being watched? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But this is disgusting. The kind of information they're feeding us, and thinking that we should just take at face value. There's more going on here, and I know how I sound, but seriously, there is more going on here than just this stuff that we're being told. It's. I swear, this stuff is like listening to two people who've broken up and are trying to get custody of their children, and you get lies from either side, or maybe not lies, but things that aren't 100% true. And you know darn well people are spreading the truth, or not spreading it, are making things up in order for people to see things their way. And people do it all the time. Let's face it. We've all had friends that have been down that road. Maybe even we've done that, and that's exactly what's happening here. It's unfortunate. It's sad, but I'd really like to know a little bit more information on how they got this information. Okay, so one of the big things about the Russian hacks is people think hackers came from Russia because when they got the code from these hacks that came from Russia, they believe it came from Russia because the code said that it was made with a Russian keyboard, and the people who made it were using Moscow Standard Time. Well, who wouldn't change that information? Who said it wasn't North Korea doing it and just changing the stuff? And just because of that, people say that there, bam, this is proof. This is proof that the Russians are doing it. Man, I could get a Russian keyboard. I have access to a Russian keyboard. Oh, I might be getting myself in trouble now. I have access to a Russian keyboard, and I can change the time on my computer. Maybe I did it. Of course, I'm not that talented. Maybe, you know what? Never mind. Don't tell the NSA I said. NSA, I'm looking for a job, and I'm a super hacker, and I hack Kaspersky. So yeah, give me a job. I got a Russian keyboard. Jesus, if it's that easy to make quote unquote proof that you can sell to the news, then geez, maybe I could be a super hacker. But it's just it's a little disappointing, the headlines versus the real information, and the only thing we have to go off of is the American government, the Russian government, and the Israeli. And I just don't think that those guys are dedicated to the truth. Everyone's got their own stake in everything. But that's the news today. Israel hacked Kaspersky and tipped the NSA that its tools had been breached. And again, I think that's just because the NSA used their tools and Kaspersky found their tools. But that's it for me. If you think I missed anything, if uh, if you think I missed anything, leave me a comment. Anyways, that's it for me. Nev from Nev's Tech Bits. Take care of each other, people. Catch you later.